Okay, we're going to cook this spinach off. I've got 500 grams of spinach. Might look a lot, but when we cook it down, it will wilt to almost nothing. I like to season the spinach first. Lots of salt. This is the time you can get the salt and pepper in. Now, nutmeg, as I said before, you can use ground nutmeg. There's nothing wrong with the ground nutmeg, but if you've got the original real deal, this one, I've already ground some of it up. Now, make sure your pan's nice and hot. You want a good little bit of oil in there, probably around about 3 tablespoons of oil. Make sure you've got tongs. Stand well back, because you don't want it to splash. And you'll find that it just wilts down to nothing. Bit of lemon juice. And what we're going to do now is I want to drain the liquid from this. As you can see, draining water out of there, or juice from the spinach. Try and squeeze some of it out. As it cools down, let all the moisture just drain through. You can leave that now to one side. Okay, remember that spinach? 500 grams of spinach that was piled high in the bowl. There it is. Wilted down to almost nothing. It's been draining for a little bit now, so you can just chop it up. All of this straight into the bowl. So just adding a kilo of ricotta cheese, and again you can buy this in your supermarket. This is where we season. As much or as little as you like. Pepper, ground black pepper. So we're just going to put a little bit of zest in. And the smell of this when it cooks, and that beautiful hint of lemon through the cannelloni. So you can see the lemon. This is now ready, and the smell is fantastic. You can use frozen spinach, it's not the same. That's ready to pipe. It's the crepes we made earlier. This is the easy way. So you just fill the bag up with your mixture. Start from one end, push all the air out, and then we're going to give a nice long consistent line of the mixture. Roll this half over, and then roll the whole lot back as if you're making a cigar. Push it underneath, and then roll through. This dish is not Italian. It's not. It's actually a Spanish dish. Okay, a bit like a big cigar. Just push those ends in with a serrated edge knife. That way you'll find that it will cut straight through. All right. Just spray the dish with a little bit of cooking spray, and then they can go into here. You can see the filling. Spinach, ricotta, and the lovely crepe. These are very light, nice and light. Coming into summer, that's why we need something light. Now these are not going to, these will expand a little bit as you cook them, so you might need to play around with what sort of dish you're going to use. This is enough for a main course for 2 people, or an entree for 4. Okay, we're ready now to put this into the oven. Now don't forget, everything here is cooked, so all you're doing is heating. What you want to do is put it into a 180 degree oven and cook it with the sauce until it's golden brown. And then it's ready to eat, ready to serve. And as you can see, we're making this dish so that we don't have to make it too many times. Effectively, there's quite a few nights tea there on a lovely warm night. Let's get our sauce on. Now, if you don't want to make this sauce, you can buy the normal jar of tomato sauce in your supermarket. And I'm using about 1 spoon of sauce, 1 and a bit spoon of sauce per person. Let's cover it like that. We're going to drizzle some cream, just normal thickened cream. And as it cooks, this will form its own sauce and it will thicken up by itself as well. Grated Parmesan cheese. A good Parmesan cheese on the top is always good. And this is almost ready for the oven. We just need something a bit green. A little bit of parsley, just chop up. If you wanted to add some mozzarella cheese, you could peel some of that off and put it on. And to give it that, I know it's a Spanish dish, but to give it that little bit of Italian zing, I like to put a bit of basil on there. So just break off the leaves. You don't need to chop them, just break them off. Just put them on the top. And then just to cover those with a little bit more of the cheese. There you have it. My cannelloni ricotta cheese and spinach crepe.